Halo Infinite is new weapons and equipment on top of an age-old formula with some tweaks to Halo 4 and 5's movement mechanics. Now, I really don't believe that. It's an oversimplification, and an annoying one at that. But that's sort of what keeps repeating in my head as I try to make a video about Halo Infinite. See, my initial impressions video was that they nailed the Halo feel and formula while making it feel pretty new. Okay, I still stand by that, so what else am I supposed to say? What other Halo videos can I make about Infinite? I didn't really get too much time to play, I've been pretty busy, but other than that, it's just like, what are the topics that I'm supposed to cover here? If Halo Infinite doesn't do well, Halo could die. Is that what you want to hear? I don't think that's necessarily true, but it's pretty damn near true. It's true enough. I don't think things are that black and white, but yeah, if Halo Infinite really failed, then the Halo series would be in a really, really bad position where the only thing worth playing is the MCC, which is a collection of old games. But I encourage you to play a little mental game with me. Is it possible to look at any new upcoming product, or even products that have already released, and couldn't you just say that if they failed, it would be bad for X franchise? So if Black Ops Cold War sold only 12 copies, that could hurt the franchise really bad. If Battlefield 2042 doesn't do well, that could be really bad. You know, every franchise could die at any minute, and that could be really bad. Even if the internet falls in love with it, like they did with Titanfall 2, the developers or the publisher might just go, never mind, and then the game just sorta dies. So even if everybody and their dog seems to enjoy something, that doesn't mean it's going to really succeed, and that's just sort of the sad truth that we live in today. I don't know. So I don't want to talk about that, and I don't want to talk about the fact that Halo Infinite's sort of in every Halo. Like, I really didn't feel like I was playing a drastically new product. I felt like I was playing the Halo formula, realized in a modern sense, with new weapons and equipment. And I loved using the grappling hook, and I loved using the skewer weapon, I believe is what it's called. I liked the new Needler, I liked the way the guns felt and sounded for the most part. They didn't blow me away, but I liked them. All in all, it just felt like a return to the Halo formula that I've known for years, again with a modern coat of paint. So yeah, modern coat of paint on an old formula, great, that's really awesome, but that sort of makes it a 5 out of 10 game in my opinion. Like, that's not a bad thing. I think Black Ops 2 is about a 5.5, 5.7 out of 10 game for me. Like, it's a little higher than average, but it's about an average game. It's very middle of the road. It didn't innovate drastically. It did in 2 areas, but not in any others, and it's sort of boring in the other areas, in my opinion. It's not a bad thing, I still love the game. I'm not trying to actually say a negative word about it, but I'm just trying to be realistic and pragmatic. I think some of the better Call of Duty games are even the ones I don't love very much, but that are very innovative and feel drastically different because the context of Call of Duty is that it's an annual franchise. So yeah, it's cool that Black Ops 2 implemented score streaks in the Pick-10 system, but other than that, it was just solid, refined Call of Duty. And that's sort of what Halo Infinite felt like to me. It felt like refined Halo. It felt like modern, refined Halo. I don't have anything to complain about, but I also don't have anything to really get excited over, except for the fact that Halo Infinite shows that 343 has been paying attention to what fans really appreciate about old Halo. It's not nostalgia, it's a design language, and Infinite does seem to be focusing on that design language. And that design language is essentially sandbox-based combination play, where you go grab this weapon and this piece of equipment and rain hell. And I think that's a lot of fun and very interesting. Go grab a vehicle, go grab a weapon, go grab equipment, whatever you do, get off your ass, go on a little adventure for something, and once you get it, dominate your enemies with it, because if they kill you, they're gonna take it and dominate you with it. And that's a fun gameplay loop. And optimizing that fundamental loop is really important. And it's actually at the point where I can't really name anything about Halo Infinite that could be better. Like, okay, the graphics could be better. Of course they could. We've seen amazing graphics over the last 10 years, the last 5 years really, and yeah, it could look better. Okay, every video game could look better. Well, it could sound better. I think every video game could sound better. Well, it could feel better. Well, it's a tech test, and it's, it's not very stable software that we got to play with, so I think it'll feel better later on. But even though I'm not clever enough, apparently, to mention something that I think Halo Infinite could do to separate itself and make itself very unique, outside of just having good refined mechanics and a good design philosophy, which is more than enough, by the way, but what could it do to go beyond that? What could it do to go above and beyond simply being what I have expected from Halo for years? Because that's really what we're dealing with here. I think a lot of us want to pretend we're not, but there's something that you expect when you buy your favorite franchise, and when it's not delivered, that's unfortunate. So if you are more into the crazy radical nature of Halo 5, or the more crazy radical nature of something like Black Ops 4, then you might not like the original series, Call of Duty or Halo's original roots as much, despite those being the roots of the franchise, the foundations of the franchise. So yeah, that's why radical changes in development are important to try out, because you might end up getting more than you originally bargained for. If you always play it safe, you might always keep the same fan base, but you'll never expand. So somebody who didn't like Modern Warfare 2 is probably not going to like Modern Warfare 2019, but they might really enjoy something like Black Ops 4. And the same goes for Halo. Reach was quite a bit different than 3, 4 was quite a bit different than Reach, and 5 was quite a bit different from the rest of the franchise. And it brought in new people that are now very attached to that style, or changed the minds of longtime fans to maybe prefer that style, and there's nothing really wrong with that. I'm not gonna sit in front of my microphone here and tell you you're wrong for sitting down playing a game and happening to enjoy it. You know, I find it hard to enjoy lots of different video games, so when I hear that somebody enjoys something, I do like to think positively. Hey, that's great that you enjoy that. That doesn't mean I won't shit on it, or that I won't argue with you about it, but for the most part, in this context of making a video, not talking to anybody specifically, enjoy whatever the hell you want. I won't be afraid to ask why, and I've done that a couple times. People have said that Black Ops 4 is their favorite COD game, or that Cold War is their favorite COD game, and I ask them why, because I want information, and yeah, you know, I'm an asshole, I guess. But either way, I don't know what to say about Halo Infinite that hasn't already been said. Yes, the game needs to succeed, and yes, some tweaks to the sandbox could be nice, but I didn't see anything that really jumped out to me as needing drastic fixes. Now, maybe if I would have played more of the PvP, then maybe I would have picked up on some things I want changed, but currently the only thing I really want changed is the sprint jumping, because you can bounce around like you're playing Unreal Tournament, and I don't think that's 343's intention, so I hope that goes away before launch. Halo gameplay should be heavily influenced by your initial positioning, so if you can just sort of bunny hop around the entire map, that's going to matter a lot less, and the game's gonna feel a lot more clusterfucky, especially when you get into big team battle, in my opinion. But other than that, I really enjoyed the tech test, but I don't find it interesting to make videos about every little detail that I saw, or how much the Needler kicked ass. Maybe I don't care about shooters enough. Maybe I'm really a fake fan and I'm not passionate enough, but you know, I don't know what to say. So I'm sitting here trying to make a Halo Infinite video and I think, well, I don't have any opinions on it. It was fine. Halo Infinite is like when I ordered Del Taco's Double Del Cheeseburger. It was an every burger. It was like every non-iconic burger you've ever eaten. So not bad, just fine. It was comforting, it was nice, I enjoyed eating it, I order it sometimes. It's a good burger, but it's not an exceptional burger. So Halo Infinite is nailing the fundamentals, but I think they're genuinely failing to exceed the fundamentals. I think Halo 5 was an overcorrection, but Halo Infinite might be playing it a little too safe. So that's basically the opinion of this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more Call of Duty, Battlefield, Red Dead videos, subscribe, and let me know what you think again in the comment section, because I'm fucking stumped right now, boys. See ya.